I was super sick a few months ago. Pretty much felt like I was bedridden, couldn't go to work, couldn't drive because the pre-syncope, and I had been out of town and I was in North Carolina and I was with a friend. I had mentioned it, and then we started like just looking on Instagram, looking up like neurocardiogenic syncope because that's what I was diagnosed with in high school. So that's kind of how I found you guys. I went from completely, like I said, bedridden and then like not feeling good. Had 65 symptoms when I first started here. Well, the initial was a lot more attentive than I had ever experienced before in any type of doctor's office, which I loved because, you know, there was just things that I wouldn't have thought to even check, like my vision. I would have known that I didn't know that had anything to do with my health at the time. Dr. Nick had asked me questions that I didn't even think were like pertainable to my health journey, and even just him asking me if I ever broke my nose, and I was like, oh my God, like yes, and had a head injury that I didn't even remember having. Those things were asked in just very detailed questionnaire, and I love that because it's looking at the whole person. So my first initial day here, I just remember being like scared in the beginning because I didn't know what to expect. And I remember Dr. Nick saying like, oh, you're never gonna have that pre-syncope. Like I know I can get this to stop, because it was daily at the time, and I just in the beginning was like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna trust the process. But that first day was so incredible to me because even leaving on that initial day, I felt hopeful. Like there was so many things that I had overlooked and doctors previously had overlooked. Just like I was dismissed at so many doctors, the ER, I've been to cardiologists, and no one was really giving me any information that was helpful. So leaving that first day, I was like, okay, we have a plan, and that felt really good. Well, it's very interesting and it's different, that's for sure. But I think what's most important is it's individualized, and it's, you know, like it's for you. So everything, I would come in here different days feeling different symptoms, and we'd adjust. And that's, I think, super important because, I mean, not everyone has the same symptoms, not everyone has the same health journey. So I loved that part of it, and I loved that I could come in here and tell Dr. Nick that I didn't feel good or a new symptom was arising, like I was having some neck pain, and we would adjust to that and we would try new things. And I love that I could leave here every day knowing I was going to feel better. Every session I left feeling awesome and better than I came in. So a few months ago, I just wasn't myself. I was, like I said, I felt bedridden, like I couldn't do normal daily tasks. Even driving was hard, scary, I guess. And so I went from, you know, like not being able to like go out with my friends without feeling sick, or not being able to even go to work, not even wanting to be around people just because I didn't feel like myself, to now I'm out going to, you know, concerts, standing for multiple hours, which I couldn't do before. I just feel like my quality of life is better than it was even previously. Like I don't remember having the quality of life I have now ever. Maybe before I was even diagnosed when I was 16, like I just feel like I can do things without having to worry about what's going to happen to me. You know, I'm much more empowered. Thanks to all of you guys, I feel like I have a lot of information and knowledge that I can use to explain to my friends and my boyfriend and my family. So if I am having a flare, or if I am having anything happening, I have information to provide the people closest to me with too. And I think that's very settling for me because I'm very anxiety driven. So I feel like having all that knowledge and information to empower myself with also helps the people around me not feel so scared of what I may be going through, especially if I have a fainting spell or anything like that. So yeah, absolutely come here. I think I've told like 25 people since I've been here. I'm constantly bringing it up to friends, even if I know it's not necessarily dysautonomia for them, or, even my friends with long-term COVID, I've mentioned, maybe you should check it out. I think that the way that NWI is, it's just unique, and it's just so, I appreciate everyone here because I felt like every single staff member was so attentive to me, so genuine, so caring, and I think that also makes a big difference, especially if you've had experiences where you've been dismissed in the medical field, which is happening a lot more frequently now. I feel like for me, that's what was happening previously. So coming here and feeling validated and feeling, like it's not all in my head. This is really happening, and there are reasons for it, and there are also plans of action to take. I just think that that's amazing, and you don't find that. It's so rare. So I definitely recommend coming here for almost everyone. I swear I've told so many people already, and I just think I've never had an experience that felt safer, where I felt more validated, and where I felt like I actually had hope on my healing path. So